When a person is anxious, they worry that something bad will happen. Anxious. When a person is anxious, they worry that something bad will happen.
She was anxious about.
When something is awful, it is very bad. Awful. To consist of is to be made of parts or things. To consist of is to be made of parts or things. Consist. To desire is to want something. Desire. When a person is eager about something, they are excited about it. Eager. A household is all the people who live in one house. A household is all the people who live in one house. Household. An intent is a plan to do something. Intent. A landscape is how an area of land looks. Landscape. To lift something is to move it higher. Lift. To load is to put objects into something. Load. A lung is the organ in the body that fills with air when breathing. Lung. A motion is a movement that someone makes. Motion. The pace of something is the speed at which it happens. Pace. When someone is polite, they are acting in a thoughtful way. When someone is polite, they are acting in a thoughtful way. Polite. To possess something is to have it or own it. To possess something is to have it or own it. Possess. When something happens rapidly, it happens very fast. Rapidly. To remark is to say something. Remark. To remark. To seek is to look for something. Seek. To shine is to make a bright light. To shine is to make a shine. To spill is to have something fall out of its container. To spill is to have something fall out of its container. Spill. To bring means to take someone or something to a person or place. Bring. A castle is a building with strong walls where royalty usually lives. Castle. To command someone is to tell them to do something. To counsel someone is to listen and give counsel. To ensure is to make certain that something happens. Ensure. An explosion is a violent burst, usually with a loud sound. Explosion. Jewelry is something that people wear, like earrings or necklaces. Jewelry. To land means to come to the ground, land. A meteor is a rock from outer space that falls to Earth. Meteor. A monster is any imaginary frightening creature that looks strange. Monster. If something is northern, it is in the direction of north. Northern. To beat someone means to do better than they do. Beat. If something is remote, it is very far away and difficult to get to. Remote. If something is southern, it is in the direction of south. Southern. If a statue is an image of a person or animal made of stone or metal. Steam is water that has become hot and has turned into a misty gas. Steam is water that has become hot and has turned into a misty gas. Steam. To submit to someone is to agree to do what they tell you to do. Submit. A temple is a building that is used for religious purposes. Temple. Upper means higher in position or place. Upper. A weed is a plant, especially one that is not useful or wanted. Weed. A wing is the part of an animal that lets it fly. Wing. An arrow is a thin, straight stick shot from a bow. Arrow. A battle is a fight between two armies during battle. A bow is a weapon made of curved wood and string that shoots arrows. Bow. When people are brave, they are not afraid to face pain or danger. Brave. To wonder is to ask yourself questions or have a need to know. Wonder. To wonder is to ask yourself. A chief is the leader of a group of people. Chief. A disadvantage is a situation where someone is likely to lose. A disadvantage is a situation where someone is likely to lose. Disadvantage. An enemy is a country that is fighting another country during a war. Enemy. An entrance is a place where someone can enter an area. Entrance. If something hardly happens, it almost does not happen at all. Hardly. To intend to do something means to plan to do it. Intend. To intend to do something means to plan to do it. Laughter is the sound produced by laughing about something funny. Laughter. Laughter is the sound produced. A log is a thick piece of wood that is log. The military is the armed forces of a country. The military is the armed forces of a country. Military. To obey means to follow what a law or a person says. Obey. To secure something means to get it after a lot of effort. To secure something means to get it after a lot of effort. Secure. When someone or something is steady, they are under control. Steady. To trust is to believe that someone is honest. Trust. If a person is responsible, they do the right things. Responsible. To twist something is to wrap it around itself or another thing. Twist. To twist. Unless means if not or except when. Unless. A weapon is an object that can be used to hurt people. Weapon. The chest is the front part of a person's body. Chest. The chest is the. If you have confidence about something, you are sure of it. Confidence. If you have confidence, a consequence is a result of a choice or action. Consequence. A disaster is a really bad thing that happens. Disaster. To disturb someone means to upset them. Disturb. To estimate something means to make a guess about it. To estimate something means to make a guess about it. Estimate. When you honor people or things, you show respect for them. When you honor people or things, you show respect for them. Honor. To impress someone means to make that person proud. Impress. A statue is an image of a person or animal made of stone or metal. Statue. A marathon is a very long foot race, just over 42 kilometers. Marathon. A marathon is a. To command someone is to tell them to do something. Command. The environment is the place where people work or live. Environment. The environment. When something is narrow, it is very thin. Narrow. When something is pale, it does not have a bright color. Pale. When something is pale, it does not have. When something is rough, it is not even or smooth. Rough. To satisfy someone means to make them happy. Satisfy. To scream means to make a loud noise with your mouth. Scream. When someone or something is sensitive, they are easily hurt. Sensitive. The shade is a dark area that something makes when it blocks the sun. Shade. To supplement something is to add something else to it in a good way. Supplement. To supplement something is to add something. When someone feels terror, they are scared. Terror. A threat is something bad that might happen. Threat. A, a victim is a person that had something bad happen to them. Victim. An ancestor is a family member from the past. Ancestor. An angle is the direction from which you look at something. Angle. To associate means to connect something with a person or thing. Associate. A boot is a heavy shoe that goes over your ankle. Boot. A border is the edge of an area. Border. To congratulate someone is to tell them that you are happy for them. Congratulate. A frame is a border for a picture or mirror. Frame. Heaven is the place that some people believe people go when they die. Heaven. If someone or something is incredible, it is hard to believe they are true. Incredible. A legend is a story from the past. Legend. A legend is a story from the past.
There is a well-known legend about a king and his queen.
To praise is to show that you like someone or something. Praise. To proceed is to go in a certain direction. To proceed is to go in a certain direction. Proceed. If something is pure, it is very clear and beautiful. If something is pure, it is very clear and beautiful. Pure. A relative is a family member. Relative. If one is senior, they are the oldest or have been there the longest. Senior. If someone or something is silent, they make no sound. Silent. If you are fortunate, you are lucky. Fortunate. To sink into something is to slowly fall into it. To sink into something is to slowly fall into it. Sink. If someone or something is superior, they are better than another. If someone or something is superior, they are better than If someone or something is superior, they are better than another. Superior. To surround something is to close in on it from all sides. Surround. If something is thick, it is wide and solid. Thick. To wrap is to cover something on all sides. Wrap. If someone goes or travels abroad, they go to another country. Abroad. A marathon is a very long foot race, just over 42 kilometers. Marathon. To anger someone is to make them mad. Anger. A bride is a woman who is getting married or has just gotten married. Bride. A bride is a woman who is getting married. If something is brief, it only lasts for a short time. Brief. To chase someone or something is to follow them in order to catch. Chase. To disappoint is to make one feel sad or unsatisfied. Disappoint. To disappoint is to make one feel sad or unsatisfied.
I do not want to disappoint my family, so I try to do well at school.
To dive is to jump into water. Dive. To exchange means to give something for another thing in return. Exchange. To bother is to make the effort to do something. Bother. To bother is to make the effort to do something.
No one bothered to wash the dishes today.
A favor is something you do for someone to help them. Favor. A fee is an amount of money that a person or company asks. Fee. If something lasts forever, it means it lasts for all time. Forever. If a guy is an informal way to call a man. Guy. If people or things are lovely, they are good-looking or beautiful. Lovely. A mood is the way someone is feeling. Mood. A palace is a very large building. It is often the home of a royal family. Palace. To permit something is to let someone do it. To permit something is to let someone do it. To permit something is to let someone do it. Permit. To permit something is to let someone. To protest something is to argue about it with someone. Protest. A sculpture is a piece of art that is made from wood, clay, or stone. Sculpture. A tribe is a group of people who live in the same culture. Tribe. Youth is a time in people's lives when they are young. Youth. A block is a solid piece of wood, stone, or ice. Block. A block is a. To do something on times basis is how often you do it. Basis. Biology is the study of living things. Biology. A cage is something that holds an animal so it cannot. Cage. A colleague is somebody you work with. Colleague. A colleague is somebody you work with. A colony is a country controlled by another country. Colony. To debate is to seriously discuss something with someone. Debate. To depart is to leave some place so you can go to another place. Depart. To depress someone is to make them sad. To depress someone is to make them sad. To depress someone is to make them sad. Depress. When something is factual, it is true. Factual. To fascinate someone is to make them really like something. To fascinate someone is to make them really like something. Fascinate. A mission is an important job that is sometimes far away. Mission. You use nevertheless to show that something goes against a fact. Nevertheless. An occupation is a person's job. Occupation. If you go overseas, you go to a country on the other side of an ocean. If you go overseas, you go to a country on the other side of an ocean. If you go overseas, you go to a country on the other side of an ocean. Overseas. To persuade someone is to make them agree to do something. Persuade. A route is the way you go from one place to another. Route. Ruins are old buildings that are not used anymore. Ruins. A scholar is a person who studies something and knows much about it. A scholar is a person who studies something and knows much about it. Scholar. A mood is the way someone is feeling. Mood. When someone or something is significant, they are important. When someone or something is significant, they are important. Significant. A volcano is a mountain with a hole on top where hot liquid comes out. Volcano. A volcano is If something is broad, it is wide. If something is broad, it is wide. Broad. If something is broad, it is wide.
The river is very long and broad.
A bush is a plant with many thin branches. It is smaller than a tree. A bush is a plant with many thin branches. Bush. If someone or something is capable of something, they can do it. Capable. If someone or To cheat is to be dishonest, so that you can win or do well. Cheat. To concentrate on someone or something is to give your full attention. Concentrate. To concentrate on someone or something is to give your full attention.
I could not concentrate on my homework because the room was so loud.
To conclude is to arrive at a logical end by looking at evidence. Conclude. Confident means that one believes they can do something without failing. Confident. If something is considerable, it is large in size, amount, or extent. Considerable. To convey is to communicate or make ideas known. Convey. If something is definite, it is certain or sure to be true. Definite. If delight is a feeling of being very happy with something. Delight. Delight is a feeling of being very happy. A destination is the place where someone or something is going to. Destination. To dictate something is to read it aloud so it can be written down. Dictate. To dictate. The edge of something is the part of it that is farthest from the center. Edge. A path is a way from one place to another that people can walk along. Path. To resort to something is to depend on it in order to solve a problem. To resort to something is to depend on it in order to solve a problem. Resort. To a shadow is the dark area that is made when something blocks light. Shadow. To succeed is to complete something that you planned or tried to do. Succeed. To suspect something is to believe that it is true. Suspect. To suspect something. A valley is a low area of land between two mountains or hills. Valley. To admire someone is to like them for what they do. Admire. To aid someone is to help them when they need something. To aid someone is to help them when they need something. Aid. To attempt something is to try to do that thing. To attempt something is to try to do that thing. Attempt. Authority is the power that someone has because of their position. Authority. A capital is an important city where a country's leaders live and work. Capital. To cooperate is to work together to do something. Cooperate. To cooperate is to work together to do something.
The students cooperated to clean up the classroom.
To defend someone or something is to protect them from attack. Defend. Destruction is damage to something so bad that it can't be fixed. Destruction. Disorder is a lack of order, or a complete mess. Disorder. A division is the act of making smaller groups out of a larger one. Division. A division. To enable a person is to make it possible for them to do something. Enable. To frustrate is to prevent someone from fulfilling their desire.